It's your boy JTMM, aka Just 10 More Minutes, aka the Freaking 10. Back again with another video, and this time we're back with another surprise Sabaton video on a Friday. Now, I didn't go in with any of the requests. I kind of just looked on my own because it was a free-for-all. I went ahead and just grabbed one. You know, I was doing some searches and I saw the fields of Verdun. And from what I could see, this was the longest battle in World War I. Thank you to the Sabaton History channel as I pulled that up and just kind of watched like the first minute of it. And so that's kind of the quick information that I gathered from it. Other than that, you know, I expect the unexpected, and truly for them to shock me again. You know, I try to go into Sabaton videos and say, okay, you know, I expect to be shocked with something, and then they turn around and just shock me even more with just how amazing the lyrics, the music, the melodies, everything goes. So this, I expect nothing less than the best. So this is the Fields of Verdun. This is just one, you know, like I said, I was Googling, I saw it, and I was like, you know what? I like the title of that. Let's do that one for a free-for-all Friday. So this is a bonus video, the 5th video I'm releasing today. Yeah. So normally I wouldn't do this, but as I said in my community tab, just really excited about it. So I couldn't help but do another one. So with that being said, there's only one thing left to do. Let's switch it up and check it out.
As the drum roll started on that day, like 100 miles away, a million shells were fired, and the green fields turned to grey. The bombardment lasted all day long, yet the forts were standing strong. Heavily defended, now the traps been sprung and the battle's begun. Descending to darkness like that. 303 days below the sun, fields of Verdun, and the battle has begun. No way to run, father and son, for one by one, under the gun, thy will be done. And the judgment has begun. No way to run, father and son, for one by one, fields of Verdun.
Okay. And I can hear him starting on the next one, so I'll back it up a little bit. Right off the bat, right, compared to the last two songs I've done, this one has another build to it, right? And it's not just that intro music, boom, boom, boom. It's got this kind of build, right? And you see the soldier waking up. First change. Second change is the melody, right? And how they kind of started with it. It has been a lot different than what I've heard, and I think it's a different chord. And progression change between the chord progression, I should say, which is really cool. Has a very unique sound to this one, which I think is nice. You know, a lot of their music kind of uses the same chords, which 99% of the music out there does. But this one, they kind of throw the little twist in with just this a different chord progression, which is really cool. The lyrics themselves, I mean, again, it's fact, 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 which is something I really appreciate. As the drum roll started on that day, heard 100 miles away, a million shells were fired, and the green fields turned gray. The bombardment lasted all day long, yet the forts were standing strong, heavily defended. Now the trap's been sprung, and the battle has begun. And I talk about the rhyme scheme, you know, in every video, because it's just something that fascinates me on how lyricists go in and write these. And you see the day away. And then what's interesting, right, is that a million shells were fired and the green fields turned gray. So it even went a step further and did day away and then gray. And then the bombardment lasted all day long, yet the forts were standing strong, heavily defended. And so you don't get a rhyme there. But then in the last line, now the trap's been sprung and the battle has begun. So he put it right in that one last line. I love the way he writes. Descend into darkness 303 days below the sun. So again, you kind of get that other rhyme in there. Then you get into the actual chorus. Fields are Verdun, and the battle has begun. Nowhere to run, father and son. Fall one by one under the gun. Thy will be done, and the judgment has begun. Nowhere to run, father and son. Fall one by one, fields are Verdun. And I love the choruses follow. I've noticed with a lot of their choruses, right, where it takes parts of it, right? Like the fall one by one, fields are Verdun, and they throw those, repetitive lines in there. And I think it's brilliant because it goes back to the story that they're telling. I mean, and an important part, right, is he said, fall one by one under the gun. He's talking about nowhere to run, father and son. Thy will be done and judgment has begun. Nowhere to run, father and son. Fall one by one, fields of Verdun. There's something about the way they do that works so well with their songs and just captivates you. And it could just be me, a lyricist nerd. But there's a brilliance to their writing that I absolutely love. Let's keep going and see where it goes. Okay, so we'll stop there because I hear a guitar solo coming and I'll rewind a little bit. Though 1,000,000 shells have scarred the land, no one has the upper hand. From the ground above to trenches where the soldiers make their stand. As the trenches slowly turn to mud and then quickly start to flood, death awaits in every corner. As they die in the mud, fill the trenches with blood. So again, consistent rhyme scheme following from the first verse to the second verse, where you've got the rhyme, non-rhyme, a rhyme that goes back to your first two, start of a new rhyme, non-rhyme, and then end it with a rhyme. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I didn't touch on the first one I meant to. The descend into darkness, the way he goes down an octave when he's doing that, perfect. And the chorus itself, right? The chorus itself, as I was saying, is just awesome. Fields are Verdun and the battle has begun. Nowhere to run, father and son. Fall one by one under the gun. Thy will be done, and the judgment has begun. Nowhere to run, father and son. Fall one by one. Fields are Verdun. And they've kind of got this consistent tempo, which again, they're not doing a lot of changes, as sometimes they do, and it still works. I mean, that's the beauty of their music. And I hate sounding like a broken record with it, but when you have a group, and many that I've reacted to do this, but there's only a few of them do it like just flawlessly, right? With every song that I've listened to. And that's what these guys do. And just the way that they transition from that chorus, or excuse me, from the verse to the chorus. So I'm going to back it up just for the guitar solo part and we'll keep going.
Fields of
execution. Turn to wasteland from the grass. Thou shalt go no further, it was said they shall not pass. The spirit of resistance and the madness of the war. So go ahead, face it and join the dead, though you die where you lie, never asking why.
Thou shalt not pass. They shall not pass. Okay. Father's one that I almost did today, but I saw this one and went over it. Fields of execution turned to wasteland from the grass. Thou shalt go no further, it was said, they shall not pass. The spirit of resistance and the madness of the war. Sure, go ahead, face the lead, join the dead. Though you die where you lie, never asking why. And this was actually a part I wanted to go back and see if I could find this again. So give me a second. Right. That's musical brilliance. To go from a change, right? So if you
thou shalt go no further, it was said they shall not pass. The spirit of resistance and the madness of the war. So go ahead, face it and join the dead, though you die where you lie, never asking why.
This is a prime example of what I talk about when I talk about switches and tempo in a complete change, right? Because as you're going through this particular verse, you're like, okay, it's another verse, you know, fields of execution, turn to wasteland from the grass. Thou shalt go no further, it was said they shall not pass. The spirit of resistance and the madness of the war. And in your mind, you're like, okay, and you know, if you're reading the lyrics, it doesn't make a lot of sense because when you read it, it's like, wait, where's the rhyme? And then it's boom. Sure, go ahead, face the lead, join the dead, though you die, where you lie, never asking why. The change in the tempo in the lyric, I don't have the button to play the new little thing I've got. No, I won't debut it here. To call this a 10. This is a 10. Yeah, not yet. That right there is one of the most brilliant things I've ever heard, because you go along again, you're expecting something normal.
Fields of execution turn to wasteland from the grass. Thou shalt go no further, it was said they shall not pass. The spirit of resistance and the madness of the war. So go ahead, face it and join the dead, though you die where you lie, never asking why.
If I wanted to drop my mic, if I had another mic, I would just drop it, because that's exactly what they just did. That's freaking brilliance. I could actually go back and listen to that whole verse probably 100 times and still just be as impressed. I love that. Sure, go ahead, face the lead, join the dead, though you die where you lie, never asking why. And then going right into that. And the little fake, because I swore that was going into a guitar solo. And for those of you who heard the song, I'm sure you were laughing like, And they went right into it, and then they did the brilliance, and then they went into the guitar solo. Let me switch it back. I'll give you my final thoughts. I know it might come as a shocker, but I love it. For that little part right there, this has become one of my top videos for them. Simply because, again, it was unexpected. And what did I say at the start of the video? I expect nothing less than the best. And then they took it a step further. You know, when you react to music, right, a lot of reactors will go in and do the ooh-ah to stuff that you and I may look at and be like, you're kind of just like, what? That's why I wanted to do the music reaction and dive down into the lyrics and understand the beats and the melodies. And, you know, by no means am I a musical genius. I'm a guy that likes to write words and rhyme and loves music. And when you see an artist and a group of musicians that take that to a whole nother level, you appreciate it. And it's those little things of just that going in and listening to a song and being like, okay, dun, dun. And you've got the image in your head and you're just boom, 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 boom. And then all of a sudden, that's how you hold attention. And that's how you do a quick change. That's how you do a switch from a chorus to, you know, a verse and a verse to a chorus. And man, they once again shocked me. Maybe one day they won't, but I highly doubt it. Anyway, let me do a shameless little plug here because I'll rant forever on this. If you like the video, leave me a comment, hit that like button, and if you like the content I'm putting out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Helps me out tremendously just to know that the content I'm putting out is something that you want to watch. The support I've seen so far and the way the numbers are climbing, it shows how much y'all appreciate that, and that just drives me to put out more content. Again, this is my 5th video. I was up at 3:45 this morning getting those other videos recorded. I still have the Toe of Satan to do today. I did not get a chance to do it tonight for some other things that went on, but I'm about to record that video. So, with that being said, enjoy this one as much as I did. Freaking fantabulous. I need to finish the effing 10 for when I hear a song that is a perfect 10. This would be it. So, with that being said, my friends, enjoy your weekend. I enjoyed this song tremendously. And always remember, if someone asks you to stop what you're doing, don't ask for 1, don't ask for 2, and certainly don't ask for 5. Someone asks you to stop what you're doing, always ask for just 10 more minutes. I'm JTMM. I'm out.